Alright, so this Floyd Mayweather Marcos Maidana has become highly controversial. Everyone is picking, so many people have different opinions on this fight, okay? And I really truly think it could have gone either way after watching it a couple more times. You really can't go wrong. I mean, I've seen people say 8-4 Floyd. I've seen people say 7-5 Maidana. And I've seen people say draw. So, I mean, this fight couldn't have went either way. So I watched the fight the following morning. I watched the fight the following morning, and I watched it without the sound. Okay, this was my second time watching the fight. The first time I watched it, I did a post-fight video, literally minutes after the fight. Okay, wasn't the best video. I actually watched it again this morning. It was kind of funny, but you know, I was excited. I was hyped, and you know, I was watching it with a lot of people here, and you know, I just thought, there's a lot of things I still do agree with what I said. I still think that Marcos Maidana gave Floyd his best fight. I think this fight, his performance against Floyd was even a little better than Jose Luis Castillo. So I definitely agree with that. So being that this fight is so controversial, I decided to give a thorough analysis on the fight. I'm going to do it in a form where, if you haven't seen my retro video fights, I usually do a round by round breakdown of the fight. And in this case, I'm going to do that because the fight was so close and it was very controversial. And I've heard so many different opinions. If you basically, from what I see from people online, and when I say online, I mean on YouTube and the comments, the videos that I've seen on YouTube, you know, journalists, Twitter, you know, everything, you know, it looks like you can go either way with the fight. And I want to give, nobody really gave a round by round breakdown of the fight, so I want to give like a round by round breakdown. I think Chris Bird did a great video. I think he pretty much summed it up in a few minutes on how this fight could have easily gone either way. All right, if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to Chris Bird, because he's the only professional true like champion that actually do video. I mean, a lot of people do videos on YouTube. They might be more entertaining, but this is a real professional giving you his thoughts on a fight, and I think he called it the best way that I've seen on YouTube so far. Okay, but anyway, I'm going to give you a round by round. I'm going to start by round one. Alright, I'm going to give you who I thought won the fight. I mean, won each round. I'm going to just go through how the round went, the way I seen it, okay? The first round I gave to Chino. Okay, I thought the first half wasn't much going on. Okay, Floyd landed a few clean shots, a couple to the body. Marcos Maidana smothered Floyd. Didn't land clean, but a lot of shots landed in there. Floyd finished the last 40 seconds strong. Most of Maidana's punches landed on the back of Floyd's head. I gave Chino the first round, okay? Second round I gave to Mayweather. First minute, Floyd landed like 11 clean shots, with Maidana only landing one. Kept the fight in the center of the ring. Maidana rushed Floyd with a lot and landed a large barrage of body shots. Floyd pushed off and started landing clean body shots of his own. He got off the ropes. Floyd finished the round off strong with one of the most efficient rounds I've seen him in recently. Lots of power shots to the body, landedly right, okay? So I gave it to Floyd that round. Round three, I gave it a draw, okay? There was 2 rounds in this fight I gave the draw. This is one of them, okay? Watch how many consecutive jabs Floyd lands to the body in the first half of the round, okay? Maidana pushes him to the ropes. Watch what Floyd does when he holds Chino and it circles around him to get off the ropes. All right, Floyd started doing this whenever he was on the ropes and he wanted to get off. He would hold him, and when the ref came to break him up, he would swing himself around and put himself right back into the center of the ring. Okay. Floyd continues to attack the body. The second half of the round, it was interesting because Chino gets him on the ropes again and attacks the body. Then he stops and backs up to take a break. Floyd stands there, okay, and stays on the ropes until Chino is ready to attack again. All right. The reason why I brought that up, because not every time Floyd has the opportunity to get off the ropes, he actually gets off the ropes, you know. I think Floyd did better keeping the fight in the center of the ring. I think Maidana did better when they were on the ropes and he was smothering Floyd, okay? But both of them still did well. Even Floyd, he did well on the ropes against Chino. And there was some points where I thought Chino did pretty well in the center of the ring, surprisingly, okay? Floyd brings the fight back to the center of the ring, takes control for a short period of time. Chino finally smothers Floyd again and finished the round strong. Floyd lands 68% of the power punches by the end of this round. Chino landed 35%. That round, I thought it could go either way. It was a back and forth round. You got to remember, we're watching a fight here that they both landed around the same amount of punches total in this fight. Okay? So a lot of these rounds, there were only, as far as the punches landed, there were only 1, 2, maybe 3 punches off. Okay? It's not a lot of stretched out rounds where it was a clear-cut winner. I wouldn't say maybe 4. I think maybe 2. Both of the fighters had 2 clear-cut wins as far as the round, you know, 2, maybe 3, you know, but most of the rounds were close rounds, okay? I gave that round a draw. The 4th round I gave to Chino. I think Maidana takes control, smothers Floyd again. There's no activity by Floyd other than him complaining to the ref. Floyd starts moving, lands a couple jabs, a couple shots to the body. Floyd gets cut by a headbutt. Chino is smothering Floyd and basically beating him up this round entirely. Alright, Floyd does decent last minute of the fight, but Chino's just too strong. He keeps coming. Best round by Chino so far. Okay, this is the 4th round. 5th round, Chino, this round is in the center of the ring now. This round is, for the most part, in the center of the ring. Chino's doing pretty well, good with his jab. He stung Floyd a couple times, lands a right hook to the body. Floyd counters with the lead right. Maidana missing a lot, but Floyd isn't throwing anything, okay? I noticed Chino is leaning on Floyd when they hold. Floyd leads, he's leaning on Chino. When I actually put that out there because you notice Klitschko did a lot against Povetkin recently. He was leaning down on him. That actually gets you a lot tired, you know, makes you a lot more fatigued. I noticed Chino doing a lot of that in this fight, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there. Chino lands a couple left hooks upstairs. Floyd lands a nice uppercut, short uppercut. Chino outworked and beat Floyd in the center of this round. He's landing combinations, lands left hook up top. Finished by smothering Floyd. Chino's best round in the fight up to this point. So this was even a better round in the 4th round, okay? So now I have Chino up, okay? Round 6, I call this round a draw as well. This is the 2nd round that I gave a draw. The first 2 minutes were all Chino, okay? Was smothering Floyd as usual. Floyd was landing some nice body shot, but Chino was winning the round the first couple of minutes, to me, based off activity. He moves back into the ropes and try to land that check left hook. Floyd moves back into the ropes to try that land that check left hook that Hatton walked into. Chino is using the jab to close the distance between him and Floyd. Last minute, Floyd gets to fight back in the center and dominates, countering with the lead right. Very similar round to the 3rd round. I felt like Chino was doing more within the majority of the round, and Floyd kind of stole the rounds by, you know, just being all efficient, landing big, more powerful shots. But Chino was doing the most for the first 2/3 of the round. So this is why I gave it a draw, because I'm looking at it as, you know, a lot of people are going to give it to Floyd because he was more efficient. He landed the harder shots, but Chino was outworking him for the majority of the round. I thought that it was very clear that this was the case for the 3rd and 6th round. So I gave it a draw because I know so many people are going to see this round in totally different ways, all right? The 7th round, I gave to Floyd. Chino had his moments, but Floyd did well in the center of the ring and against the ropes. Chino continued to smother him, but Floyd is beginning to look comfortable here. and Chino threw punches at a lower volume here. Now, Floyd ended the 6th round strong. I gave that round a draw, but he continued where he left off in the 6th round into the 7th round. I gave Floyd the 7th round. I thought he dominated the 7th round. But now we're going to the 8th round, and it feels like Floyd has made his adjustments, and this is the turning point of the fight. Okay, a lot of people feel like Floyd dominated the fight in the second half of the fight. I don't agree with that 100%. I think Chino still won a couple rounds here. Going into the 8th round, I gave Chino the win. I thought Chino began by controlling the fight and smothering Floyd. I remember specifically, Robert Garcia said to him in the ring, on the side in his corner, after the 7th round was over, he said, "Don't start giving away rounds. You got to come back." And that's exactly what Chino did. He started controlling the round, smothering Floyd, throws another low blow. Floyd gets to the fight back to the center, but Chino was just keep coming forward. Floyd does well, but Chino was just too consistent this round. I gave that round to Chino, okay? Round 9, Floyd starts off. Round 9 I gave to Floyd. Floyd comes back. He starts off by countering with his right a few times. Easily controls the first half of the fight. Of the round. Chino tries to come back, but Floyd is doing too much movement, and Maidana seems to be getting a little tired. Okay, so I gave the round 9 to Floyd. Round 10, Floyd again starts similar to the previous round. Floyd is using a lot of movement and is outboxing him. Chino can't get to him this round. Chino gets frustrated, started banging his gloves together, starts to taunt Floyd to fight and stop running. You have to notice how Floyd springs himself off the ropes. So I made a note here. When Floyd is against the ropes sometimes, notice how he springs himself into the ropes, giving him at least a feet, giving him about almost a feet of distance away from Chino. You know, he'll come forward and jumps and bounces himself off the ropes to keep the distance between him and Chino, where he's able to make Chino miss and for him to land some shots in there while he's bouncing, because he's very efficient. It was very easy for Floyd to land those uppercuts from close range, land the body shots in close range. I noticed Floyd was doing this a lot at this point, okay? So I gave Floyd the 10th round as well. The 11th round. Now, this round I gave to Maidana, but this round was another round that could have been a draw or could have gone either way, okay? I gave it to Chino because basically, let me read what I wrote down here. Floyd starts off by walking Maidana down. Okay, Chino turns it around and becomes his round. It becomes his round, pushing Floyd against the ropes and landing big shots. Floyd tries to land that check left hook, that same check left hook that I was talking about earlier, but Chino walks through it, tracks Floyd down, and wrestles him to the ground. I felt like this round could have went either way, but I think Floyd, this is the only round that Floyd landed more. I think he might have landed maybe 2 more shots than Maidana, but this is the only round that I gave to Maidana, even though Floyd was more efficient. It was the only round I gave to Maidana because I think consistently throughout the whole round, unlike the other 2 rounds where Floyd did a whole minute of dominating him, I thought Maidana did better throughout the round. So, alright, so I gave that round to Maidana. 12th round, I gave to Floyd. It was an ugly round. Floyd did a lot of movement. Chino, I think he was a lot drained. He used a lot of pressure against Floyd in that 11th round. So I think he was kind of tired here in the 12th round. But I gave Floyd Money Mayweather the 12th round. So basically, if you add it up, I gave Floyd 5 rounds. I gave Marcos Maidana 5, and I gave 2 rounds a draw. So I'm gonna call it a draw. You know, it can go 7-5 to either fighter. I mean, I've seen people say Floyd 8-4. We can't base it all on efficiency. If Marcos Maidana is throwing more punches and Floyd isn't doing much, you got to give Maidana some of those rounds. Everybody's gonna see it different, but I gave it a draw. Okay, so that's my thorough analysis on the fight. Make sure you subscribe and leave some comments.